Michael, Guy, good seeing you. Lori, Jim, good seeing you. Jermaine, Christina, good seeing you. Maddie. Amen. Good seeing everybody. I'm going to play one more song and then I'm going to get going. Seeing everybody. Tony, good seeing you. Sonia, good seeing everybody. Teresa, good seeing you. Kat, good seeing you. Catlin, good seeing you. Hey, seeing you. Go figure. Bar, good seeing you. Jesus saves. Diane. Good seeing everybody. Good seeing you, Carol. Good seeing everybody. Nita, I'm going to go over a few things and I'm going to get started. I've had people, good seeing you, Kenneth. Good seeing everybody. Jeremiah. I'm going to get started. I've had people ask me in the past. There's Serena. Good seeing you. I've had people ask me in the past questions about when we're leaving or what will happen when we leave. I've talked about making videos. I've talked about it a little bit, but I'm going to go into what's going to happen when we leave, when we are changed in a twinkling of an eye. I'm going to go over it. First, I'm going to go over this is what's going on right now. Tusi, as you can see right here, Iran attacking. They've attacked with missiles. You probably won't see me ever post Fox News. You don't ever see me use Fox News hardly ever. If somebody sends me something from Fox News, I don't use it because it's fake news. As Trump said, it's fake news. Tusi says it right here.
Nobody can answer unless you're in the room with Nassau and Trump. What gets reported usually is not true because that.
What gets reported is not true. He said it right there. This is a fact. This is why I don't use Fox News. It's a clown show. As he said right there, what they report on Fox News, that's why I don't use Fox News, CNN. It's because it's fake news.
Okay, for a short while. It's back now. Carter says, I beg to differ. The IRGC has lost their minds. They never had any minds. They had crazy minds. Genuine question, does Trump want actual regime change or does he want to keep the current regime alive? If so, then why? Also, why did Trump stop Israel from eliminating Hezbollah? Again, these are the geopolitical strategy and tactics that nobody can answer unless you're in the room with Nassau and Trump. What gets reported usually is not true.
What gets reported is not true. Exactly. That's why people wonder why I don't use Fox News. They're not even telling you what's going on right now. They're usually 2 days behind when something happens.
Because that's not how geopolitics works. They don't tell you the truth. They don't. It's like that fake conversation that they said, oh, Trump Trump shouted at Netanyahu saying, "You're an effing idiot." It's like, do you realize they're not going to tell you that Trump said that? This is what they want you to think. That's part of the game. It happens all the time. It's been happening for the past 50 million years when it comes to geopolitics. It's part of the tactic. And do you really think if Trump wanted you to basically, if Trump actually shouted at Netanyahu and had a fight and then told you about the details of the conversation, do you realize they could have just had that conversation?
And actually, when he said that, Israel was actually attacking Hezbollah when he said it. The enforcer, he says the same thing. Forster is on right now.
Would be absolutely irate if it went
The only thing is, we know it's a clown show, so it says major response imminent. Major response imminent. So, like I said, what Fox News and CNN and CBS News, it's all fake news. That's why I use these outlets. Right here, Trump's clash with Netanyahu may be a PR stunt. It's just a PR stunt, all lies. As you can see, exactly, PR stunt. Well, this is what's going on right now. Betty sent me this.
Geophysicist Stefan Burns here with breaking news. We have another anomalous sighting over the eastern part of the United States. This time, a long-lived fireball that was seen over Michigan.
Thank you, Betty,
Indiana,
Carol,
Illinois,
Lisa,
all these states, even Canada.
Vivian.
We have a sighting here from the Keweenaw in Michigan, pretty far
Tammy.
away. This was a long-lived fireball, a meteor that entered into Earth's atmosphere and it burned up. But this is the third event now in just a few days. That is quite unusual. We have 211 reports for this. More are going to continue to come in. I have another video to show you of that as well. But this follows up after we've had two pretty significant sonic booms strike the East Coast. So most notably on the 28th of May, we had a huge sonic boom that hit South Carolina, but was also heard all across the southeast of the U.S. We still have
Thank you,
idea
Betty.
what caused this.
Carol.
There's no sightings of a meteorite, and
Vivian.
there's no anomalous weather activity.
DJ.
Very bizarre. It's a complete mystery. Now, we also had this
Tammy.
sonic boom that rattled people near Boston on the 30th of May.
So this happened just recently. Now I'm going to get into my video. People are asking me. I'm going to go over it. Oh, I'm going to go over this a minute. I don't know if you know that what's going on right now everywhere, every city, every state. Thank you, Brenda. Greatly appreciated. The Pride Before the Fall. This is everywhere. In every city is Pride right now. This is in Toronto. As you can see, the mayor right there. You can see it. It's all over Toronto. All over the place. Pride. This was in Boston, as you can see right there, all over the place. Every city, you turn on your TV, that's all they're talking about. Here's the Hoover Dam. Everywhere, that's all they're talking about, Pride. You can't turn on your TV and watch the news and it will say something about Pride. My governor is also just was in city. As you can see, they got the rainbow going. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. Get rid of it. Minnesota Vikings even came out with Pride Month. So how about you? Isn't it everywhere? In your city? Get rid of some of these tabs. Now I'm going to get started. I talked about this in my other videos. I'm going to talk about this a second. A third, as I talked about the thirds, a third. I talked about this. Psalms 91. Many people will die. This is what I'm going to talk about. A third. If you are watching and waiting, we are not conformists. We are not conforming to this world. As I've said, with people conform to this world. When Moses, they left Egypt, there was people that wanted to go back to Egypt. We are not conformist. A third, if you are watching right now, watching and ready to go, you are part of the third. You are part of the third. This is also in 1 Peter 2:9. But ye are the chosen generation, priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people. Peculiar people are not conformists. They don't conform. Jesus didn't conform to his time. He didn't conform. You show forth the praise of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. This is us, marvelous light. This is what my video is about. As you can see, it also says down here, glorify God in the day of visitation. This is right now. This is right now in the day of visitation. I've been talking about this before. The day of visitation. We are waiting. We are waiting. But this is what my video is about, the marvelous light. This is what the Lord showed me, the marvelous light. And I'm going to go over it. It's called change. Change in a twinkling of an eye. We will be changed. That's what it is. We are going to be changed. They also show this in iPad Goat, and it's right here. They show the lightning, a valve. This is change. Right here, this is change. And there's people going to be dying. As you can see right there, this is Psalms 91. I've talked about this before. It says right here, 1,000 shall fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near thee. We are the chosen generation, and this is us right here. The people that die at your right hand are the third, as it says, as I've showed before. Here it is right here. As you can see, he's lit up right here. It shows it in iPad Goat. It's right here. It also says a valve, and it has the lightning. But as you can see, he's lit up here, right here. As it says right here, marvelous light. Right here, this is us. This is us right here. in Psalms 23, which is also an iPet goat, which is right here. There's the light right here. It's right here, Psalms 23. Psalms 23 is also right there on the wall. Also has the lightning, just as I showed you earlier. As you can see right here, marvelous light. Psalms 23, as I just showed you, it's an iPet goat. My head with oil, my cup runneth over. He prepareth the table for me. This is the wedding supper. As you can see, the shadow of death, the rod and staff will comfort me. Thou preparest a table for me in presence of my enemy. Anoint my head with oil, and my cup runneth over. This is Psalms 23. This is also the wedding supper. He layeth me down in green pastures and leadeth me to still waters. As you can see, our lamps, the foolish virgins have no oil in their lamps. The bridegroom cometh. This is also in Exodus. It says, take the anointing oil, anoint by pouring it on his head. This is in Exodus. Also, too, we know in Revelation 7:3, till they have sealed their servants of God in their foreheads. As you can see here. So your forehead, this is what they show also. As I show, this is back here, an iPet goat up here. Right there, their forehead, their head.
First of all, it has already started.
It has started?
As far as I could see, it has started. It started on September 11th.
What he is saying, and look, he says that Gog is Obama, and that Gog, Obama, will fall here in Israel. And God will give Obama a grave here in Israel. Yes, Zechariah the prophet.
That's exactly what I saw.
Zechariah the prophet, he was a long time ago.
That is exactly what will happen if things stay as they are, if the world keeps
And God will give
him in Israel. And I saw that.
He said it starts with a boom. I've showed this before.
And I also want to ask, how will we know when it starts?
It will start with a boom. First of all,
It will start with a boom. I've showed this before. This is what the Lord showed me. It will start with a boom and then a flash of light. I showed this in my video right here. I made this 6 years ago, 7 years ago. It starts with a boom. I didn't even know that this was Revelation Road. I used L Lott's video, but it's right here and I'll show you. In my video, I said I was irradiated. You can see this is what they show right here. They show it right here, but they show it over a span of time. It happens in a millisecond. It happens in a millisecond. And you'll see that you'll watch. They even show. They can feel it.
What are they?
The Northern Lights?
I don't think so.
It's him. It has to be.
Oh,
Jesus.
He says Jesus right there into his marvelous light. into his marvelous light. He says Jesus, and then you'll see they'll show the oil right there. I went back and looked at this again, and as you can see right there, as I said, I was irradiated. You can see when Jesus appears, as he just said, you can see the boom, but they do it in a separate, they do it like over a period of time for this movie. But as you can see, she's irradiated, so is he, but you can see they feel it. Right there, you can see it. And then you'll see the oil over here. You can see that's exactly what I said. I went back and watched this again. So that's exactly what happened right here. That's exactly what I said right here. You can see it right there. That's exactly, I radiated. They show the oil dripping right here. Oil. The boom happens first. I've talked about that before. The boom happens first, but they do it over again because they wanted to show you what it was like, as you can see right there. The power's out. That's what's going to happen. And like I said, this is in First Peter right here. Marvelous light. This is also right here. In a twinkling of an eye. Changed in a twinkling of an eye. Right here. So what they showed you was over a period of time, but it will happen very fast, in a moment, twinkling of an eye. They spread it out over a period of time. Now, I'm going to go over it.
The interior of the pineal gland, without ever turning the dial.
Now, as I showed you all the Bible verses about your forehead, your head with oil, this is what the enemy's trying to do. They're trying to take your oil. It's called the snare. It's the snare. Fluoride, bad for you. The stuff they're spraying in the sky's bad for you. As you can see right here, I'm going to go over it.
They possess a superconductor in their head, but they treat it like a fossil. Carrier wave.
What God gave you in your head, your pineal gland, is what you talk to God with. It carries waves. He's going to explain it, and I'm going to show you exactly. As I said, I'm a electrician. I know all about this. Your body is electrical field. That's how you move. That's how you move your arms and legs. Comes from your brain through your head, your electrical field.
The pressure you feel in the center of your forehead is not a headache. It is the expansion of an electromagnetic field. You are not imagining things. You are booting up a biological piece of hardware that has been dormant for most of your life. Most people live and die without ever turning the dial. They possess a superconductor in their head, but they treat it like a fossil. Today, we are going to look at the schematics. We are going to strip away the New Age fluff and look at the raw mechanics of the body. We are going to explain why the pineal gland is the most sophisticated antenna ever created, and exactly how, physically, chemically, and electrically, you can turn it back online. Welcome to the real history of the human body. Welcome to Forgotten Chronicles. The lie. Silencing the antenna. There is a statue in the Vatican that stands 4 meters tall. It is made of bronze. It is ancient. And it is arguably one of the most confusing artifacts in the entire Catholic stronghold. It is not a statue of Jesus. It is not a statue of Mary. It is a giant pine cone. The Cortile della Pina, the court of the pine cone. Why? Why would the religious center of the Western world build a massive courtyard dedicated to the reproductive organ of a pine tree? If you ask a tour guide, they might tell you it represents the regeneration of life. A polite, safe, meaningless answer. But if you look deeper, you realize that this symbol is not unique to Rome. Travel back to ancient Assyria. Look at the carvings of the winged genies. What are they holding in their hands? Would fund research into it. And most importantly, no one would try to use it. For decades, humanity was told that our consciousness was nothing more than a random firing of neurons, a chemical accident. They severed the link between the biology and the spirit. They took the receiver out of the equation and told us we were just biological machines wandering in a silent universe. It wasn't until 1958 that Aaron Lerner discovered melatonin, and science finally had to admit, okay, maybe it does something. It regulates sleep. But even that is a partial truth, a distraction. Because while they were telling you it was a sleep switch, they were simultaneously introducing chemical agents into our environment that would ensure the switch never turned on. Let's talk about the sand. I mentioned in the beginning that the pineal gland contains crystals. But there is a dark side to this. In medical autopsies, doctors began noticing something disturbing in the brains of modern adults. The Pineal glands were not soft and active. They were hard. They were calcified. They call it brain sand. A calcified pineal gland is essentially a tomb. The calcite crystals become coated in calcium phosphate, hardening into a shell that prevents the piezoelectric effect from happening. A calcified crystal cannot vibrate. A calcified antenna cannot receive a signal. And what causes this calcification? This is where the story gets uncomfortable. The primary enemy of the pineal gland is a chemical that has been marketed to us as a savior for over 70 years: sodium fluoride. In the 1990s, a scientist named Jennifer Luke discovered something that should have been on the front page of every newspaper in the world. She found that the pineal gland accumulates fluoride at a rate higher than any other part of the body. It acts like a magnet for fluoride. The pineal gland is not protected by the blood-brain barrier like the rest of your brain. It sits outside that protective wall because it needs to sample the blood directly. But this makes it vulnerable. When you consume fluoridated water, fluoridated toothpaste, and processed foods laced with pesticides, that fluoride enters your bloodstream, and it heads straight for the pineal gland. Once there, it turns into calcium fluorapatite. It forms a hard shell.
So the fact of the matter is that they've been doing for years trying to mess with your communications with God, and this is what's going to your brain. This is what they show in Cell. I could have played the whole video, but your pineal gland is a capacitor. It's a capacitor, and what's going to happen with these people? What's going to happen with these people that took the jab? It's going to short circuit. It's going to short circuit electrical. It's going to short circuit their brain. It's going to cause arcing. That's why you need oil in your lamp. It's right here. A capacitor is oil filled, and what's going to happen is they'll electrically short circuit. So when it says in Psalms 91 that people will die at your left and die at your right, right here, 1,000 shall fall at their side. It's because of their brain's going to short circuit. It's right here. He talks about it.
Successfully, this new energy through your pineals, through your melanin, your energy fields will attract more and more cosmic through your pineals, through your melanin. Your energy fields will attract more and more cosmic light. Let's put this another way. Our sun was nothing more than a step down transformer. Some people call it, if you're into physics, a transducer. It is now a capacitor. It is a step up transformer. Whereas at one time it filtered out great light and energy that came from deep space through our planet so that we could live under a sun. And you remember the saying, there's nothing new under a sun. And there isn't. In 59, it completely reversed its polarity, and now it is sending forth energy, augmented by the kind of what they call cosmic and gamma rays that are coming into it. This year, by this summer, you will begin to hear more and more about sunspot activity, solar prominences, perturbations, and how our sun is a deadly enemy about to annihilate us all because it is going to burn us up with X-rays and gamma.
Listen what he says right here. This is exactly what will happen to people. Because, as he says, he'll say,
Gamma rays. Not all of us.
Not all of us.
Not all of us. Some of us. And who are the us's? Whoever are the chosen. How are you chosen? You choose yourself. by following the disciplines you know you should have been doing, not tomorrow, but yesterday. By doing the readings and the research and taking the time to spend in meditation, the things you thought you should have done 5 years ago, you start them immediately tomorrow. But not being threatened or coerced, you do because of the goading mechanism within your own spiritual consciousness, that you know you should be doing, as though a policeman was there or mother was looking, and you do better than both of those authoritarian figures because you are rising. Once you channel in that light, for every one of you, you're worth 1,000 of non-channelers because they're the dead. They will not awaken. You cannot wait for them. If you do not do that in mass, you will be subject to the technical prowess of a people who are soulless that now have control of this planet. And if you're ready to go up against them, I bless you. If you're ready to go up against them alone, I feel sorry for you. For you will learn a lesson that will stay with you forever. You cannot match them in their technology. Forget it. What you knew subconsciously, and what you know even as you hear the tone and tenor of my voice is true, is that some way or another you could raise a spiritual quality that could match that in some kind of way. You just didn't know how to go about doing it. And you know that you had lost something and you wanted it returned. You have that privilege now. AIDS and every other man-made deceptive agent to stop you from progressing physically and cause your journey of life to end quickly will only be thwarted when you can raise your vibrational rates enough where none of those things can exist within that contact field. And then those that met it and made it will meet out its suffering and suffer the same thing that they started. The planet cannot help you till you vibrate high enough to...
So, like I said, he says it right here.
This new energy through your pineals, through your melanin, your energy fields will attract more and more cosmic light. Let's put this another way. Our sun was nothing more than a step-down transformer. Some people call it, if you're into physics, a transducer. It is now a capacitor. It is a step-up transformer. Whereas at one time it filtered out great light and energy that came from deep space through our planet so that we could live under a sun. And you remember the saying, there's nothing new under a sun. And there isn't. In 59, it completely reversed its polarity, and now it is sending forth energy, augmented by the kind of what they call cosmic and gamma rays that are coming into it. This year, by this summer, you will begin to hear more and more about sunspot activity, solar prominences, perturbations, and how our sun is a deadly enemy about to annihilate us all because it is going to burn us up with X-rays and gamma rays. Not all of us. Not all of us. Some of us. And who are the us's? Whoever are the chosen.
So exactly what he's saying is exactly what it says right here. As you can see right here, it says the same. He's saying the same thing. He says, dearly beloved, I beseech you as strangers, pilgrims, abstain from fleshly lusts, a war against the soul, having your conversation honest among the Gentiles, that whereas they speak against you as evildoers, they may be your good works, which they shall behold, glorified God in the day of your visitation. So primarily what he's saying is exactly what it says right here.
Everyday life, every aspect in life, it is this.
He's talked about the rapture also. I did do my research on him, because he's talking about the solar flash event, as you can see right here. And this is why I tell people, he says it right here. As I said, he believes in the rapture. He talks about it. The solar flash event, that's what I said, the flash of light. And he talks here about detoxing.
One word I teach the community: embodiment. Are you the embodiment of it?
He talks about detoxing. I've talked about that before.
Or of the sun? So we are now at that precipice. We are
So, as I said, detoxing, are we, as it says, I mean, like I said, God does protect us. We are a chosen generation, but we'll see what happens. But that's what's going to happen. Just as I showed, just as the Lord showed me. I already showed that. It's very interesting because Star Trek, Star Trek has an episode. I've seen it before. I watched it with my son. It's called The Changeling. The Changeling. Very interesting that it's called The Changeling. And it's called right here, The Creator. And it's right here, The Creator. As you can see right there. Very interesting. Star Trek: The New Generation also had a in New Generation they had the Changeling also. Right here in the New Generation, I thought that was very interesting. In Cell, they show this. I've talked about this before.
Do not withhold your mercy from us, O Lord. May your love and your truth protect us. For here lies the dead, dust of the earth.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, buddy.
Are you coming home?
Yeah, soon.
As you can see, they show this in the Cell. They short circuit, as you can see there. This is frequency. Light is frequency. If you die, it does not mean you're going to hell. It doesn't mean that you're going to hell if you die. As I said, this is exactly what they show right here in Cell. So, as I said, people were asking me about this. What did it feel like? And this is exactly what happened, as they show right here.
It's him. It has to be.
Oh.
Jesus.
That's exactly what happened. This is exactly, I could feel it a few seconds. After I woke up, I could feel it. I was looking at the sky. It was rising. So long video, but I wanted to go over everything. I could have went over more, but I'm going to go to praise and worship. Hope to see you there. I'll have praise and worship. Good seeing everybody. Hope to see you there. God bless.